Yo, YouTube! Greetings and salutations, it's your boy, Uncle Jim!
There it is, Uncle Jim, some bad signals, let's go!
Ladies and gentlemen, out to the west, left, best coast is my main man. He's out maybe circling the new Rams Stadium, which is in Inglewood, up to no good. It is the Magic Man. Check him out, Mr. Curtis Magic!
Curtis Magic, Ram Stadium by day, Forum by night. Let's go.
Check it out. Is it? I don't know how that works. They play hoops there? You never know.
Do you? Yeah, that'd be dope.
Could be. Hey, appreciate you coming through and being part of the program this evening. Or this day. You know, maybe it's the middle of the night, maybe it's the middle of the morning. Who knows? When you're tuning in, we just appreciate that you're tuning in. Hopefully you're hitting those subscribes, giving us those thumbs up, getting in the comments, letting us know what you're interested in. And obviously, as you could probably see in the description, we're out here checking out on these YouTube streets the main maniest, guitariest, performeriest individual known simply as the Do. And obviously you guys went through some of you.
Sir.
Hit him up in his chat, in his
let him know
comments.
What's what.
And you wanted to hear.
Let's hear some Simon and Garfunkel, homie.
A little classic song of silence.
Hello, darkness.
Let's get into it. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never share, and no one dare disturb the sound of silence. Fool, said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my arms that I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell and echoed in the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made. And sign flashed out its warning in the words that it was for me. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls, and whispered in the sound of silence.
Wow. Man, he did it again. He did it again. The daggone fool did it again.
The dad Jim fool did it.
You know, he's full of surprises, the dude. Look, this is a classically in what's what I'm trying to say? Without fail, it's a harmony based song. Like there's Simon and Garfunkel, right? So it's inextricably was what going
right.
It's inextricably harmonious. It's played on an acoustic guitar, you know, with a finger picking thing, and then some other stuff complementing. Like that's how we tend to know the song. And then he goes mostly keyboard. He goes 90+% solo without harmonizing with himself. And then the Epiphone comes out, but it's mostly doing like little harmonics and some rhythm. I mean, just really just inventive, incredibly inventive for such a well-known song.
We had that keyboard when I was a kid.
Right
I think
on.
a lot of people had that keyboard when they were kids. It's nothing fancy.
No,
it is rudimentary at best for a parent who's just like, yo, we're not going to buy a piano for this kid who might not even finish, you know, piano lessons in the 5th grade. And he makes that thing just absolutely get up and sing.
Yeah.
And there's something to that, right? Because when you're talking about the overall presentation feels just polished. Okay. And for someone to take, and you know, obviously we've had many reactions to him playing on the Squier, playing on the Hello Kitty guitar. And it's again a testimony to his skill as a player. Versus some people can and maybe do hide behind technique and equipment and effects and all of those things, and he didn't. And like you said, with the vocalization, there was no effect to it. He didn't try and overproduce it by, like, you know, where he could have put a track on there. No, we know that at times he'll play with a backing track, whether it be like a guitar, all things he's created himself. But you know, it's brilliant, and such a powerful rendition of it, made it his own.
He definitely made it his own. Yeah,
had a couple of moments in there where it sort of went into a higher register than I really remember the original song going. Different sort of capping of some of those spaces. So man, absolutely brilliant.
You know, the Simon and Garfunkel vibe was always the sort of they were unassuming in their vocals,
right?
And they let things and moments crescendo that maybe you normally wouldn't, like with very few exceptions. I'm thinking Bridge Over Troubled Water. But for the most part, that was kind of their thing. And he turned this into a song that would be like, you could hear it more as a hit today.
Yeah.
Or in recent times versus the 60s, whenever it came out.
Because there was Bob Dylan and Simon Garfunkel and Mama Cass and a lot of different people had very honestly raw voices.
Yes.
That, you know, because it was folk style music that was dominating the landscape at the time, everyone went into like, hey, we don't need you to have a real polished voice, but man, this dude has that. Like,
he's got that I don't know, it's like pop rock emo kind of a voice that he really knows how to handle too. Like I was thinking some of his sort of sliding in from notes up to other notes. It reminded me of him of some of his bends, like clean, real clean and well executed. No, his singing is really stunning, and he also has the moments of like where he's really putting some gravel in the voice too, to give it that more rock sound. I really enjoyed it a ton. I will say, you know, we try to give an honest reaction, so if ever something bumps for us in any way, we try to mention that as well. And this is really grasping for straws for a critique, because it's not about execution. It's just based on some of his decision making in the composition. I personally would have liked to either hear more harmonies, more track on track harmonies, or for him to just have none of them at all. Because I heard them come in at like one spot that I can think of, and I thought like maybe it was at that point when I heard it, I was like, oh well, this was underutilized. So that's just kind of, I mean, that's again a personal choice thing. Yeah, just a desire to hear more of something, not like take it out or say pretty much wrong. It wasn't a poor decision. It was a great decision. It was just something where you hear, when you hear a trick, or not a trick, but when you hear a technique and something that really like resonates, you want to, oh man, give us a little bit more of that. Obviously, you know, when we talk about him in the guitar mode, you know, you want to see the speed and the technique and all of the elements that come along with that. And then of course, you know, the elephant in the room, a song about being kidnapped, you know, essentially you're just walking to school, you got your backpack on, and you're probably just fretting because, oh my gosh, I never got, you know, your classic science, you know, project where you have to get the bugs and pin them and give the genus and the species. And then all of a sudden, you know, out of nowhere, a panel van rolls by. That's right. Get snatched up. And the next thing you know, you're across the border. You don't know what you're doing. Right. You know, you were like, hey, I was born over, you know, I mean, it's insane. So the political elements of this, you know, you touched on it. It's every child's story. Really. If you haven't been in a van at some point, who are you? Right. And, blindfolded and gagged. Hopefully it's not everyone's experience. I've been in a van. I was going to leave it at the van. Oh, yeah. There'd be no seats in the back, and mom would let us surf back there in the back of the van. Oh, you didn't take a hard turn and we go. You didn't get on the roof like oh, not on the roof. Oh, bro. These waves are mine. That's who we were emulating. Yeah. Well, hey, appreciate you guys coming through and checking out yet another stellar do video. Appreciate you coming through and hitting the subscribe and the likes, getting at us in the comments. We're going to continue to try and, you know, get out on these do streets, get out on these market streets, get out on the goat streets. You know where we are. And tune in the next time. Yeah, we give you a little bit. Look, this song was about a little bit of a, you know, like it's melancholical, but, you know, we try and turn it around and give you a little bit of that. That's right. That love, a little bit of that joy. And melancomical. Bing. Right on the nose. Let's leave with a little bit of peace.
Yo, you know I'ma run this, kid. Shouts out to Curtis Magic and Uncle Jizz. Yeah, when I do my lyrics, dog, I'm repping for the faction. Hit them up online for the fly ass reactions. Yeah, out to him, I be giving mad love. Yo, shout to Uncle Jizz, I'ma give you the plug.